go. I don't know why. It's like there's part of me kind of like just hates it when you know, like when it's like I go to my chat stuff on PC. I feel like either like it's so delayed or if it like nothing happens at all. Alright, let me check the stream and everything. Sounds like it's sounding. Hopefully. Make sure I didn't fucking do the thing if I can mute my phone, but not being able to hear myself or the stream. I guess I'm gonna go ahead and load in. And I guess I'll go ahead and do my intro while I'm at it too. So, as always, everyone, heyo, my fellow Rumble Maniacs. It's Mr. Rumble Roses here, and welcome back to yet another installment of Let's Plays Live, where I stream random things at random times for various different reasons. And tonight, I decided to play some more regular Elden Ring to slowly but surely work on a build that I'm currently in the process of playing around with, which is the Guardian right here. So a few things have happened, you know, off behind the scenes or off screen or what have you. So, for one, I managed to make it to Road to the Manor to kind of meet up with Smithing Master E.G. I think I managed to get like a little bit of, I think I managed to get like a bit more of the Somber Smithing Stones in order to upgrade my Commander Standard just a little bit. I also did a little thing where I went through Academy of Ray Lucaria, because someone on my PSN friends list was really wanting to kill some shit in Elden Ring. So what I did was I did a little thing like, oh, I want to, I was like, hey, if you really truly want to kill some shit, then you can go to kill the dragon, and it's usually around like over here, guarding the main academy key thing. And then, we went through all of Academy Ray Lucaria, and they killed pretty much everything that was here. So with that, I also managed to get my third talisman slot, which I decided to use in Rage Divine Beast to raise Potency of Storms, because, yeah. I'm gonna do that. I did finally manage to get the Flask of Wondrous Physic, even though I had to buy it, because I think you can actually find it elsewhere. But, yeah, I did that. Also did a little bit of a thing, too, where I kind of played around with some of the stuff, some other things. I got me a Banished Knight's Halberd, during my my little off-stream run. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that, like, and everything, that, this might be, like, the truest of truths and all that, but I've been hearing, but I've seen, like, some videos recently where it's like, oh, like, this is, like, the best halberd to play around with in the game. So, so I managed to get one while doing a little bit of grinding at the, I forget what the place is called, but it's basically, like, it's basically on the area. Actually, hold on, let me see if I can find it. I think it was here at Rampart Tower, where I was dealing with this one banished knight and everything. So, so I did a little bit of that. Grinded up, and I pretty much managed to grind it up until the point where I think I got like all of his armor and even the weapon itself. So, there was that. I also did a little bit of a thing too where I managed to sort of I think I managed to upgrade this a little bit to +5. I also decided to kind of, for right now, change the Asher War on Mesmer Soldier Spear to the Stormcaller. I put Storm Assault on Night Renegade, which was like the original intended thing. Also randomly managed to get the Jellyfish Shield during my little run and everything. Still have Redmane, Great Shield. I also decided to bring out the Finger Seal because of one of the things, which is Bloodflame Blade. Now, how do I put this? So, even though, like, there's, some characters might have, like, efficiency was, like, doing certain things and, they don't use other things and all that. I'd say, like, when it comes to, like, buffs for your weapons, like, if I can be able to find something within Night Rain like that, then 9 times out of 10, I will more than likely, try and get it. So, for example, let's say that I'm playing as Iron Eye, right? I'm playing as Iron Eye, the bow range shooter, thing and everything. If I can somehow find, like, say, Black Flame Blade on an incantation, then you bet your sweet Biffy I'm gonna actually be taking that shit right off the bat. Because I can be able to use, because even though, like, I don't think you can be able to use Black Flame Blade on bows in this case, but, but it was kind of like an example where it's like, if you had something that, give a nice little buff to your weapon and, be able to let you do certain things here and there, and then it's like, why not go for it? So, yeah, what I decided to do for right now, because I found it during my travels, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna maybe play around with Black Flame Blade a little bit, and, or I'm gonna play with, like, the incantation thing a little bit, just see how things go with that. I also been kind of, slowly but surely working on the Fairly Loose quest line, because I decided to kind of, play around with her stuff a little bit. Even though, like, I don't think her stuff is really that game, like, it's not like an in-game changing type thing. But, it is what it is. Yeah, that's stuff here and there, so that's pretty much all I can really say. I'm pretty sure people are going to be asking, what my stats are for this character, so here you go. I'm level 143, I have 60 vigor, 14 mind, 38 endurance, 43 strength, 33 dex, 10 intelligence, 21 faith, and 10 arcane. And for those that don't know what this look is supposed to be, it's supposed to be like a thing based around the Guardian from Elden Ring Night Rain. But, maybe like some exceptions here and there, and maybe more like, the freedom and, stuff of what you couldn't be able to do, compared to, to what was known in Night Rain. There are a bit of a slight little differences here and there, because one, as you can see, this is Mesmer Soldier Spear, and the reason why I use it is because I go, to do the shield pokey, maneuver. unlike, with the commanders, unlike with halberds, like, oh, like the halberd takes priority, and you can't be able to block and everything. So yeah, I decided just to do that. And yeah, over there, that's Smithing Master EG. So there's that. This is how much I managed to unlock as far as the map and everything goes. But there's that. I think one of the things I'm probably going to be trying to do at most is maybe see about getting more, getting more smithing stones and all that, so I can upgrade my my spear, maybe even my shield as well. And then of course I know I'll have to find the secret the physic tier things that that have been put on the notes, if you will. Ow. Now, I don't really know for sure if I'm going to be dealing with any bosses in this game. Since basically Ronaldo's taken care of off stream. So I guess probably as far as big bosses go, it's I usually kind of do this for the most part when I'm in these little cave looking areas, because sometimes you might be able to find some some maybe find some consumables, some throwables, maybe some crafting items or what have you. Regular Caria Crystal Tunnel. And plus, in a way, it will also to allow me to use more, to get more areas open, for the summoning pool. Actually, let me see something real quick. Because even though I don't have my main physics stuff, there's half the total FP. I'll do that for right now, so that way I can be able to kind of refill up my my thing, just in case I want to try and maybe do some more storm collar maneuvers. Smithing Stone 2. 3. Zone 2. So yeah. Got digger staff. Three. No smithing three. Good for you. I don't very much appreciate you be chucking shit my way. Another digger staff. Excuse me. Okay. Golden rune 3. Here. Da, 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 da. I think I really need it as badly, but I'll still turn me lantern on. you down. No, you don't, and no, you will not. Send the elevator upwards. Zone 3. Oh, just in case anyone wants to know, like, what the character looks like underneath the helm. There you go. That is what our board person looks like. And for those that are like, curious as to, and for those that are curious, about the story behind the face and everything, I was sort of attempting to try to do a thing where I made him look like Solaire from Dark Souls. The reason for it is because in Night Rain, when I play Guardian, I always play as I'm always donned in the Sunlight Knight attire, aka Knight Solaire's attire. I got a short bow out of that. Whenever I usually play as Guardian and Night Rain, I'm always dressed in the Solaire attire. That's why I always refer to myself as that's why I always refer to it as Guardian. Or it's like I'm playing as Guardian Solaire or Solaire Guardian. I don't have anything I can use to replenish my FP. Earth. Alright. So I'm just missing zone 3. Basic skill, minor everything, 1. Alright. Turn the entrance. Turn the entrance. Hey. But I guess another little thing of, why I wanted to, also stream was to kind of get some things off my chest. It's nothing, like, really serious. It was just some stuff that, I guess you said it's kind of like some stuff that happened that was kind of like happening in a way, during, on Twitter, like some stuff that kind of happened on Twitter a little bit. So, I was scrolling through Twitter, just seeing what was going on, and I think like I saw like in the this little I think I saw this post from like some random person that I don't even follow because I think I have like everything. I think I have like everything on like the For You section or whatever. And something kind of caught my attention because apparently, I guess this person was a killer main in Dead by Daylight where they play as the artist character, the artist killer, which is basically a killer known as the artist. And I guess at some point in time they decided to like. Okay. So I kind of wanted just to get rid of that. But yeah, so apparently they did a little thing at some point where they were, I guess they were like, had like a Q&A thing, like, ask me anything and all that, and one of the little topics was apparently about the artist as a killer. I guess it was like, I guess it was like what would you do to make this, make this killer better and everything. And, they kind of gave like some examples, gave like some ideas of what they would want to do, of like what they would do in order to make the artist not, I guess, like not as weak or or what have you. And one of the things that was mentioned was having the ability. One of the things that they mentioned was having the ability removed for people, to where survivors can just instantly repel crows when they jump into a locker. They're pretty much saying, just get rid of that shit, and then they're pretty much saying get rid of that shit to where survivors can't be able to use lockers to repel crows faster. And I couldn't help but I couldn't help but and I couldn't help but comment on it because even because I am a survivor main and everything like that, and I'm just like, why? I literally had to I had to bring out the JonTron gif of him saying but why? Why would you do that? Why would you do any of that? And then the main person replied and said that it was boring, and it's the main person that replied said that hold on. The main person said that because it was boring and it makes the artist feel weaker. And so in my head, I'm thinking to myself, so you're saying you don't want survivors so you're saying you don't want survivors to have the ability, to get rid of the crows. And then they said what? And they said they were talking about how you can repel them and everything, but in the in the normal way that doesn't involve jumping into a locker, which basically is just having a little interaction thing, if you will. Which is basically having a little interaction, if you will, where it's like, you know, if you get hit with a, you know, like a swarm of birds or crows, you know, whatever you want to call it, that the only way you can get rid of them is by repelling them that way. And I pretty much, and then I pretty much reply was like, and I pretty much said like, which takes for fucking ever.
Well, there's been a, how can I?
But yeah, like basically, like I replied to like, which takes for fucking ever, because it does, you know, like it takes like what feels like an eternity, you know, to have the ability to, you know, get rid of a fucking, you know, thing of crows that, you know, if they you know had latched onto you. And that was pretty much like the last little bit that I had heard from in terms of like you know the main person themselves. So I'm like, okay, you know that's that, I guess. And then I get on Twitter via mobile and everything, and then I see some random person that was like, so it's fair that so would it be fair if people were able to remove the axe from Springtrap chucks on their bag, you know, just by jumping through a locker? And I just said straight up obvious thing. I was like, my dude, I was like, dude, no one has brought up Springtrap. I don't know why you're bringing him into this picture, because, you know, Springtrap and Artist are two completely different characters, you know, especially, you know, with their, killers and powers and all that sort of jazz. And you know, and whether you want to admit it or not, it's like, I mean, it's basically true. You know, it's like, you know, it's basically true of like, you know, the whole situation of, you know, they are like literally completely different, you know, killers. You know, and everyone's kind of going off about like, you know, how you know, like certain killers should be able to do this, but survivors can't be able to do that. That maybe like, you know, counteract them or whatever. And to me, I say like and to me, like I see that's kind of like killer entitlement, you know, if you will. You know, it's like, oh, survivors shouldn't be oh, survivors shouldn't be able to you know, do this because, you know, it's not fair or it's boring, and you know, like it counters everything, you know, I tried to, you know, I tried to do and everything like that. I'm just like, bro. And it goes back to a point. It goes back to a point that I once made. That I've been kind of making and everything, is that people take this game way too logically.
I took you no matter to lay out your own.
You know, people have to, like people have always said like, oh, you know, you know, like, oh, you take this game way too seriously, and I think, and I feel like, you know, yeah, that's kind of an issue, but I think like I think that the more pressing matter is that people take the game way too logically. It's like people take the game way too logically, to the point where it's like, oh, like, you know, like where it's like, oh, survivors shouldn't be able to have like second chance perks or have some sort of way of, you know, countering everything that I do and everything like that. And I'm just like, dude, you know, like, I know that you like, you know, playing the killer role and everything like that, but you know, it's like, you know, what would be the point of, you know, having the killer role like have everything while survivors can have nothing? And another thing I'd say too that was always kind of getting on my nerves is about like how people say is about like how killer players and everything say like, oh, I'm playing against perks, not people. And and again, like it just sounds so fucking stupid. because like in DBD, there's perks for both sides, and they do certain things, and all that. And while survivors, like how like some basic stuff here and there, and maybe some stuff is it's like kind of this that or whatever, but like it's like the thing is that like you basically go into a game and you try and go in with perks, and the whole idea is to try and get value out of those perks, whether it be like just like one perk, two perk, maybe have some sort of synergy, with a few perks or all four perks or something like that, and and it was just one of those situations where I thought I'm just like just saying about I'm like I'm trying to say it's like where I've been trying to say it's like no one perk is going to be like the most dominant perk where it's like I can use this for like 3 different things while I can actually have something new for a 4th perk. And the whole situation is and I feel like the whole situation is like you want to both try and get value out of what you run, and everyone has like everyone has a combination of perks that helps them out, for certain builds. Everyone has like certain builds. It's like everyone has certain builds for certain playstyles. That's why like you have. That's why you have some. That's why you have such things as like like a gen, like a gen rush type build. You have an unhook build. You have healing build. You have kind of like a Sabo build. Maybe you do a little thing of like having a combination of things, what have you. And recently DVD have done a community live stream thing where they're talking about like changes that they're going to be trying to do, and one of the things they're going to be trying that they said they're going to be trying to do was the whole situation with diminishing returns, where it's like you can't be able to have everything like perfectly balanced, working out. You can have like everything sync perfectly together, where it's like like a certain build, and it's like the high, and it's like it's like now the thing that does the highest amount of whatever takes priority first, and then anything after that kind of like lowers and lowers and lowers, and I'm just like, why?
Is anybody there? Someone who might be interested in rescuing the great Kenneth Haight, servant to the True Order and celebrated repudiator of the false. Oh, Erdtree, grant me succor. You've come to lend me your aid, have you? Well, that's very kind, but no, but the help is very much appreciated, even from a tarnished. Despite appearances, nobility is no prerequisite to serving the True Order. You might have heard of me, Kenneth Haight. Next in line is the rightful ruler of Limgrave, young Tarnished. I would have a boon of you. I want you to take back my fort. It lies to the south, beyond the Mistwood. A knight commander from Stormvale took it. A fool, and plumb mad to boot. Simply obsessed with blood.
The one time I say like I don't kill, the one time I say like I don't kill his ass right away. The reason why I'm not killing his ass right away like I usually would is because I think, quote unquote, that he's kind of tied to the Fairy quest line. And yeah, in a way of speaking, it's like,
Welcome, dear customer. Yes, right this way. Right this way. Welcome, valued customer. Come, trade in our wandering emporium. Please, buy something. I'm hungry. I've been hungry so long. Please?
okay. I bought a few things from him. But yeah, like I was saying, I was like, I'm sort of trying to like do a little bit of a thing where it's like, you know, I'm doing like certain stuff that I haven't. I'm trying to like do certain things that I haven't really done before, and in other little playthroughs. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm not playing Night Rain, so I can't be able, to like, to do the leap and stuff and shit. Nice greatsword, Godric Knight armor. And see, this would be normally the part where it's like, you know, if I'm playing Night Rain, I'd be trying like to jump up on there and maybe get like the secret chest, but can't do that. You know, I just kind of, I sort of realized, I believe this right here, I believe like this right here is the Demon Queen. I know I've been to this, you know, this place before and everything like that, but I never knew exactly sort of what this was. Like, I never, like, other than just being like, you know, like some body of some giant creature. Ow. Like, yeah, about to say, like, hey, there should be like some sort of grace. Okay.
I've been waiting for you with bated breath. Did you manage to recapture my fort? Oh, excellent news. Just wonderful. And the knight's dead to boot. Well done, my friend. Well done indeed. I knew I was right to trust you. Now, here's your reward, as promised. Go ahead. It's all yours.
Airfield there.
Right then. I've much to do. What's that look? Well, under even the vow, which is why just you watch.
Uh-huh. There's like the only reason I'm not killing your ass yet is because of how I'm wanting to fucking, you know, do some stuff with uh um it's because of how I'm wanting to do like some stuff and things with you know, the fairly loose quest. Well, now since I don't have a great run of crypt on me, I might as well try to see if I can go do Godric's thing. Ow. Ow. I didn't mean, what the fucking... I was trying to, like, get my heel. Ow. Leave me alone, you. Leave me alone, you. You know, there's something I'm wanting to see. Oh. I don't know. Like, look, I'm looking at the icon and stuff like that, and I see like a thing, like a flash thing that's like, has like an arrow pointing down. And I'm just like, I'm trying to myself, I'm trying to think of myself. It's like what do I have on that somehow is impairing like any flask usage? Ow. Okay. Travel to another location. Travel to another location. Alright. Yeah, say like with Godric's great run, you know, and everything, like once once I pop a rune arc and everything, like it'll be able to increase my stats a bit. That. Alright, so we got Godric's great run. So we're gonna put that on. So Guardian's great run, or Godric's great run, raises all attributes. You know, I'm kind of curious about something. Hold on. I don't know. Well, since I have a great run now, I'll do that and have all my stats. Get a little more oomph. Let's see, so my understanding is a +4. Mesmer Soldier Spear is a +9. Urban Great Shields +4. Okay, so I got Great Run to use. Now the next little thing I know I'm gonna have to find is I know I'm gonna have to you know, try to see if I can find where the tiers I'm gonna be needing for my 1S physics class stuff are. Yeah. Alright. Stone Barb, correct you. I'm hoping that somewhere I can actually be able to go early in the game. Looks like I believe it's in Caleb. So I believe so I believe one of the two things that I need is in Caleb. So I wouldn't be too surprised if it's probably this little area right here. I'm gonna go Stormhill Shack. Okay. Just checking my stream on my mobile live dashboard. Ba, 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 ba. So you get done with that.
Not seen names, Bernard. Let me ask, are you here? Does your fate despite? Yes, your takes me back. Any interest? All I know. Now's the time.
I'll take no skill. I'll take no skill in impaling thrust right now.
hear me? Help me. I'm stuck. Help. Oh, my stars. I'm so happy to see you. I am Alexander, also known as the Iron Fist. And as you can see, I'm stuck here. Please, can you help me out of this? My thanks. 1,000 thanks. Just give me a good smack from the rear with something nice and big. And I'll pop clean out, I'm sure. Don't dally. No, there's no need to fret. I'm very well trained. Give it your all, I say. Well played, good sir. Well played. Though that mighty wallop of yours almost spelled the end of me. Well, I'm out now, and that's what counts. I thank you. And as a token of my appreciation, I'd like you to have this.
Salted flesh. Alright, so we helped Alexander out of his little predicament. All of a sudden I lost track of how the fuck I came up here. Over here. Death Root and Skeletal Motion and Ashes. Yeah, I'm pretty sure like the place I have to go is like right there. Yeah, I'm gonna get invaded by the NPC. Thank you. Okay. I thought I wasn't really getting anything, but we'll just call to the summons. Yeah, isn't there supposed to be like some sort of, I'm trying to remember because I want to say like there's, okay, yeah, I see it. It's supposed to be like, like something pulls that, maybe like around when you see like when you know there's like, air tree avatars, Pichu avatars, whatever. I was trying to fucking avoid that because of the putrid avatar. There we go. So here. No, that's not it. Book me live. I guess that could be something to use temporarily. Let's activate that. Not really going to do this place, at least not quite yet. Okay, well, I guess I'll do that for right now because I think if like Bloodflame Blade, could I think I could that might be able to do it. Alright, so yeah, that was unfortunately not really the place. Really. Yeah, just bear with me, guys. I'm just trying to figure out where certain things are, for this build. Okay. I think I know what to do, but I think for right now I'm probably gonna like maybe have to take a little shortcut. So I'm gonna do. So I go back to round table hold. Cause yeah, I'd say like probably like the main thing I'm needing to do is just like get the the tiers and stuff that I
Those who
need.
live in debt all the more. Well, another fool, but with a prowess. How would you like, if you're inclined? Then I'll introduce. I have a matter in the beast. What say you? Very well. I've marked the location for you of a hidden gateway. It will lead you to Garank, the beast clergyman.
Alright, go Mr. on the outskirts. Shut. Like, shut up, bitch. A wondrous giant boy. Alright. Crystal tier. Sacred tier.
Spoken echoes linger here, words of Queen Marika, who vanished long ago. If you wish, I will share them with you. Of course,
Hey, I'm not interested.
perhaps there is no need. Tell me if you should change your mind.
It's like, I care not for what was said, yeah. Let's Crystal Sanctum. One more place here. I dodged that. Okay, well, this is a bit of a waste of time, so... No, he been canceled the fuck at all. Well, even though like, I know that the jellyfish I dodged that. God damn it! Like, I literally fucking dodged that game. I don't care what anyone says, like, I literally fucking dodged that shit. And yet somehow it acts like I didn't. Because when you're dealing with a putrid avatar, you want to make sure, like, you want to make sure that you're not in front of it in any sort of way, because, like, once it does this little booty, when it does, like, the little booty bump and all that, it sends, like a thing of scarlet rot out in front of it. Oh, come on. God damn it. I nearly had that. Like, I nearly had that shit, man. Give me a sec. Yeah, they're not online, so. Man, I fucking had that shit, man. Ow. I moved! I moved. No. And I got no more heals. Oh my god, dude. I got no more fucking heals. Also, I don't know where the fuck my damn runes are. It's like as soon as I was trying to get them, they just fucking disappeared. Let me find out. Let me try to find out what the other possible one is. Things like the thorny crack here or something. Thorny. Thorny cracks here. Okay, looks like I'm not gonna be able to get that for a hot minute or so. Yeah, that's all the way, cause apparently that's all the way up in the fucking snowy area. If I can go to at least get, you know, the Storm Barb one, I can probably use that plus the Greenburst crystals here. What I want to do first is I want to go try and see if I can get the map fragment. Okay. I would like to be able to at least get this my main chief thing. it's like if I can well do that, then I can actually, you know. One time, Bill Brent's man standard. Yes, please keep jumping. Just nothing but jumps. Yeah, so I can just, you know, kill you faster like that. There we go. Okay. Now I am decently satisfied. Yeah, I'm satisfied enough, you know, to do a thing there. So yeah, what I'll do is I'll switch out the fire thing, fire correct here, stone barb one. So yeah, that's a nice little thing right there that me thinks. Okay. Alright, so yeah, I think that'll be, I think that might be a nice little stopping point for right now. Okay, I want to check something real quick. But yeah, so at least we got, so yeah, at least we got, you know, one of our main, critic tier things, you know, to, for our build. At least at least I feel like I have like a decent little, you know, thing going on. I know I am gonna have to, you know, try and maybe get more stiffened things for, in my weapons and, you know, and all that. But yeah, I say that for right now, it's like, my main weapon I'm gonna be trying to probably use at most is Mesmer's Soldier Spear. And everything. I'll try and get that up as much as I can. And then probably I might probably have like Commander Shannon out from time to time, especially like, you know, to, you know, to be able to, you know, to do a little, you know, do a little like rally buff or, you know, what have you. As far as anything else goes, I'll still have like, you know, like I think it's like the Knight Rider Glaive, you know, thing on hand, even though like I don't know if I'll really use it, but, you know, at least I'll know it's there. I'll have to find out more about the whole situation with more, you know, smithing stone bell bearings and all that jazz. Like, but hopefully, so I, you know, hope to be able to, you know, increase my stuff more. I'll also have to, you know, to see about, like, you know, the somber ones as well. But I'd say like for right now though, at least, you know, that, I don't know, like, I feel like for right now, I'm pretty decent, you know, like, I think I have, like, you know, like, you know, like a decent amount of stuff, and, you know, everything, you know, like, everything's up, you know, up and out there. So 4. Yeah, actually, you know, I just kind of remembered something. Yeah, I think I need to go to the foot of the 4 belfries. Cause I was trying to remember like what I have to do cause cause I was like I said I'm trying to do like the Fairly Loose quest line and everything, and I'm trying to think it's like what I have to do is like I have to I think like the next little part that I have to do is I have to get like I think like a Stormhawk like I think it's like Stormhawk key and Stormhawk Ash summon or something like that. I was like, oh yeah, I have to try and like find a way to go back to the beginning of the game, like the beginning area of the game that you start off at. I think I have to like beat the what was it, Grafted Scion? I think I have to do that, and then I think like a door will open up, and I can go get stuff that I need. Yes, rawr, you too. I'm hoping and praying this is the right. I'm hoping and praying this is like the right one. So everybody says. Ba da ba da ba. Yes, it is. Okay. And dead. Okay. I believe there should be an area that's opened up. Up here. Up here. It's kind of a funny thing in a way, but I think like, when it comes to this Astral War or something, I think I actually I think I gave this to Saoirse on when I played around with her build and everything. I think the little thing was like I had I think I did that, to like have something a little bit different. And I think if I remember correctly too, I think that the idea was supposed to be like something that's about as close as like a raven as much as you can get, even though like it's a hawk, but yeah. I think I can actually just go back to round table.
No. How could I say Father has... Now. Is that ash? I can smell the ancient storm in it. My thanks. I'll gladly take it. I'm not like Roderica. I don't feel the presence of spirits, let alone see them. Still, this ash, it reminds me of my first hawk. Thank you. In this ash, it reminds me of my... In this ash, it reminds me...
Okay. I was wanting to make sure, like, I exhausted all of her dialogue. So, so she'd move along to the next thing. Now we'll check here, because everything goes well. I believe she should be out of here.
In this ash, it reminds me...
Okay, she's not there. Let me see something I could... Because I know there was like that one dude that, that would be like, that'd be like the way that, I know there was like that one dude, I think after you read like Margit, and there would be like that would like open up the gate. And I think like allegedly you're supposed to like, keep him alive until then, but... Huh. Well, this is quite a conundrum though, isn't it? So I think probably what I'm gonna do here is actually go ahead and end it, because I don't know if like if I'm sort of fucked or what. So we might do a little thing of I might have to like do a little thing off stream to see about like if something's amiss or whatever or what have you. But yeah, see if we can try and raid someone. So, give me a moment or two. Alright, well, we're going to raid this person since they have been live for that long, it seems, so, yeah. But I wanted to say, as always, though, you know, thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate everything, and I'll see you hopefully all in the next video or live stream. But until then, as always, please take care of yourselves and have a good week or weekend.